call from Bravo Jax.
In this video, we're going to do the review of this Panasonic cordless handset system with Bluetooth, with call blocker, with speakerphone, and answering system with tons of other features, including transferring your contacts from your mobile phone and using your mobile phone as your line. So let's add in the range, select. This is my headset. This is a Bluetooth headset. We can use the phone as baby monitor and select it English or French. See handset name.
Bonjour, nous sommes dans l'impossibilité de vous répondre pour le moment.
Let's get started with this. This is a full video. I will cover as much as possible, but even with that, this has still some feature that I will just show you the code that you can proceed. I'm going to explain this fully, so make sure to watch the video from the beginning to end so you have no question left. Everything will be answered. Once you finished, then you can come back and use the chapters. The larger screen, click on this area of the player so you can see all the chapters. On your mobile device, you will see the menu. When you touch it, you see all the chapters and touch to move to that section of the video. I purchased this from Amazon Canada for $175 Canadian. Explain this Panasonic cordless phone briefly with answering system. So we can have up to 6 handsets, and these are the models KX-TG175C, 373 and 175. These are all the functionality. And Panasonic uses PMVC, Panasonic's menu via code, to do the settings easily. For example, if you enter menu, if you press menu #120, you will go to dialing mode setting. It has call blocker, which blocks call you mark as spam, and also you can have a phone book of up to 3,000 phone numbers that are common to all handsets, and you can transfer them from your phone. We can make them a group of 1 to 4, like friends, family, etc. And then you can do also, when you receive a call, you can do call transfer between phones from one phone to the other one. And you can do also intercom between the phones easily. And you can do call via cellular, so you will connect your phone to your mobile phone and then use the service from your mobile phone. And also you can do phone book transfer from your mobile phone, so you don't have to enter them one by one. It's very easy. The system uses DECT 6, which is digital enhanced cordless communication system, crisp, clear digital sound. Answering system is 16 minutes recording with remote access, and then it has power backup. In power failure, the handset supplies power. You can name each handset differently, for example, bedroom, living room, shipping, receiving. Let's now open the package and see what we have inside this. You can see this area is all empty. What a shame. This could be like this small and this thick, but we have this long, deep, empty space. This is the main base. Let me just remove it. Amazing. So nice, sleek design. So we remove this. The handsets. Phone line, wall jack. Operating instruction. This is a different language. This is French, that's English. And then quick guide. So these are the belt clips that you can attach in here, so you can put it in your belt. And then we have these chargers, and these are the base for each phone, where you can leave the phone to charge. Got these batteries And here the battery is nickel metal hydride. The capacity is 400 milliampere hour, 1.2 volts, which means you can purchase this AAA size 1.2 volts battery as well and use. Now you can see that time very nicely enlarged, and also you will see that the base is also showing proper date and time. This device uses special nickel metal hydride AAA size battery. The capacity is 400 milliampere hour, 1.2 volts. This is not 1.5 volts. And using time is 13 hours continuously if you put it on your ear, and standby if you don't use it, it will last for 12 days. And battery icon indicator on the screen, if we have 3 lines, it is high, and then 2 is for medium and 1 is low, and if it is blinking then it needs charging. If you see it like this, it means the battery is fully empty. This has only 1, the battery is low, and this one has 2 lines, which means we are at the medium. Now let me explain the base. These are cell 1, cell 2. You can connect 2 different cell phones to use it if you don't have a phone line to make a phone call. So we can select different one, which we have not. And here we have answering system switch, this one.
Answer off.
It says answering system off.
Answer on.
You can turn it on and off. This is for erasing the messages. And then for exit, these are just the numbers. And if you want to go for a speaker, just press this button. And then increase the volume. So on the screen we have 3 buttons here. One is for directory. If you press this, you will see the directory phone book. It says 0 item, where you can go up and down with this arrow. So this is for up, down, and then fast forward, rewind. And also if you press the middle one, play and stop. So this is play and stop, and then up and down, and volume. Multifunction. And here this is for tone, in case if we go from touch, from pulse, from tone to pulse, this button will be used. And this is for flash or call waiting, when you are on the phone and you want to flash, which means hang up and pick up or answer another call. This is for redial, and this is for hold if you want to do it. The rest I'm going to practically show you. So this is for directory, that's for menu, that's for caller ID. When you press this, we have a lot of options here. From this screen we press this back, or you can select it also here as well, and this one. If I go up, settings, let's put the battery for one of them. Now let's follow this. Already beeped. You can select the language, English, French, 2 languages in Canada. Maybe in your region you will see other languages depending on the region. In US you might see English and Spanish. So let's save. For save we are using this button here, and then it asks for the date and time. Press select. It says base is not linked. I'm connecting the wall charger to the wall. The wire will go at this point, and then now this is powering up. So if you want to secure it, insert it in here. Now this is secured, so it cannot be pulled out like that. Right now it says check line. Now let's connect the. I'm waiting for this. Now let me explain the phone here. Whatever you see on the screen, we see this antenna. This means this is connected to the base. Eco mean economical. When the distance between the base is very close, it needs very weak signal, and it goes into eco mode, which means it consumes very little battery. It can communicate. But if the distance increases, then the echo will disappear. It uses more power to communicate, and it consumes more battery. So this will always tell you the strength of signal as well. And then the 5 is, this is the handset number 5. and we have the battery indication of amount of charge. So this is almost 1/3, day and month, and this button here, it says intercom and menu. Whatever you see here, this button is related directly to that. So right now if I press this, it will go to intercom, and if I press this, it will go to menu. This is 4-way key, so normally this is volume. If you press it, it goes to volume, and then you can decrease. This button will change. So it depends how you press it first. If I press this, it goes to caller ID. This volume will be activated when you make a phone call. After that, you can increase and decrease it. And this is caller ID. So if I press this, it goes to require caller ID subscription if you don't have it. So I have, if later on I'm going to use it. This is for redial, the last number that you redialed, and this is for the phone directory. You answer the phone, you press talk and any button, and if you hang up, you just press this off. All these buttons have certain features. These are just numbers, but this is for speakerphone. So you pick up the phone, that changes, and also it says speaker is on. If I hang up, now you can use volume to increase or decrease. To hang up, just press that and it will change, as you can see. And also you can, when I press this, now it says the phone is being used, but it's for my ear, not for a speaker. Of course, at the middle of conversation, I can pick up. This is for call block option, which I'm going to explain it, and this is for flash and then call waiting. So flash is when, for example, if I pick up the phone and if I don't dial, my phone provider will give me that beep after a few seconds. Now the flash will hang up and pick up, so that's the job of flash. But also we have call waiting. Call waiting and flash is the same. So if you are at the middle of conversation, you can press this button to put one person on hold and go and answer the second call. And this one is for tone, and right now if I pick this up and I press any button, so this is called touch tone, but with this you can go from tone to pulse and from pulse to tone. In case if you set the phone to pulse mode, then you can use touch tone. In some area you can use pulse if you prefer, so you can set it, which I'm going to explain. For the directory, we can use all these. This button uses for space. I'm going to show you, so that will be separate. The sound will come from here. The microphone is at this point, so make sure when you're talking, do not cover this because that's the microphone, and the speaker is on this side. The points that goes and the charge comes from these 2 points, positive and negative. So when you put it on here, so this will communicate and this will just start charging your phone here. Now let's set date and time. When I press it, this is the first one is the month. To enter the month, press, for example, 04, that's the month, and then the day, and 16, and the year, 22, and then okay. Now it asks for the time. The same way we can enter 12:56, and then for AM PM we press this star, for example PM, and then save. Now once you set date and time, let me go briefly through the menu, but I'm going to explain it later so you know. When you press on menu, you see phone book. Whatever you see here, this 2 arrow means you can go with this arrow up and down to select different things. But whatever is on the screen, if you press select, this option will be selected. If I press this select, we go to the phone book. And if I go down, you will see it says caller list. So this is a call log or caller list. You can select and go, which I'm not going to go. Later on we are going to explain it. Answering device can be activated from here. Voicemail access from here. Intercom between the devices. Bluetooth, set date and time, and speed dial, and then setting. On the setting, we have a lot of other options. If I press setting, it says ring adjustment, set date and time, talking, caller ID, key detect setting. They are selling a small key detect in your keychain that you put it on your keychain, and from here you can activate it and it beeps so you can find your keys. That is sold separately. Then this is a call block option and speed dial. So some of the options were available: record greeting, voicemail, LCD contrast. So let's select LCD contrast, so you can increase it or decrease it, whichever way you prefer, and then press save. It beeps. And then handset name, you can name each handset whatever name you want. Right now it shows 1, and this one was 5, so that number you can set it. And then display name, whatever name you want to display on the screen. And then auto intercom, key tone, so when you press these keys, do you want it to make noise or not? And then auto talk. Auto talk is a feature that when you pick up, it will answer, so you can activate it from here, on or off. And then set telephone line, so you can set your telephone line. And then privacy mode, registration, power failure, when power fails what should it do, and then change language, and we can come back. So these are options which I'm going to explain them one by one when the time comes. We have a night mode where you can set the phone to be turned off or turned on at a certain time, so this way it will not ring. And to do that, we press menu, hash and 238, and the time setting and AM PM is exactly the same as you set the time. And let's first change the handset name. So we go to the menu and settings, go up and down until you see handset name, select. So this is handset number 5. We can name it, for example, kitchen, living room, bedroom, basement, or whatever, or if you're using it in office, shipping and receiving, reception or something. So let's call this office. To enter any letters, we just press the button corresponding to that letter. For example, for office O, I have to press it 3 times, M, N and O, and the same way we can press any button that you want. So I'm pressing O 3 times. If you wait, the cursor moves to the next line after a few seconds, and then now I'm pressing F. F is the 3rd one, so once, twice, 3 times off. And then I, and then C, E, office, whatever name you want. You can use this to go to the next character and then clear it. For example, office, so that letter was clear. Now if I press this again, I was able to change and press save. Now handset number 5, the handset is saved. And then for a space we press this, wait, it moves, and then room. I missed it, so I have to clear it. Oh, and then wait, the cursor moves. So we cannot go further. Let's clear it, and then clear this, and then room. And then living room, and then save. We can turn the display name on and off by pressing hash menu hash 105. For this one, I've turned it on. It shows kitchen, it's number 4, and this is number 1, and it doesn't show. To turn it on and off, we use menu hash 105, and here display name was off, and if I turn it on and exit, it shows living room, and to turn it off it disappears. Menu hash 105 and then off and exit, you see it disappeared. And here let's change the name for this using the 104 code, menu hash 104, and it says handset number 4. Let's change it to kitchen. And saved. Call hold is a feature that holds a call, and it keeps the caller waiting. Whoever is talking with you, doesn't matter if you dialed or the other person dialed. And if you have call hold deluxe or a feature that is purchased from your provider, then it will play a pre-recorded message telling them that they should wait. Now let's test it. I'm receiving a call.
Call from RoboX.
I'm answering it. Now I'm on the call. Just press menu, noise reduction. You can see noise reduction, equalizer, and then hold. And hear what we hear on the phone. No sound, nothing, even though the phone is here, I'm talking. So it's muted. Because I don't have extra service for this, the user does not hear anything. So we press talk to exit. Everything is a feature that you purchase or your phone provider will give it to you. Once you're on the call, you can receive a second call, place the first call on hold, and start talking with a second person. Now I'm answering it. So I'm on the call. Now this phone is now calling. So you see, we see the number here. We can select flash. And now I've connected to the second phone. Now I have two calls. This was the first one, and then I dialed with this. So I can hang up back here and continue. Let's hang up with this, the first call. So that call ended, and still this call continues. And if I want to hang up, just hang up. Now let's see how we can use call transfer. We receive a phone call. Let's say you pick up with one of the handsets, and the person says, "Can I speak to your such another office or shipping, receiving, or another person at home?" Then you can transfer it either to this phone, and this person also can transfer it. So the most important part is receiving a phone call and then transferring. Now I'm receiving a phone call. And I'm answering it. Now here I'm on the call and I want to transfer it to another phone. Press menu and intercom, select intercom, select, and it says transfer. So in this case, if you select all the handsets will ring, but if you select base, only base will ring. And you can select, for example, number 1 bedroom. So let's go for kitchen. This is number 4, and then select. Now this is ringing. It says call from office, but it doesn't know this is a call transfer. Now let's answer it. It says, now this is on hold. It says intercom. Now at this stage, press hang up, and this person will take the call. As you can see, this is now talking. Let me show you another feature. It's called chain dialing. So when you call your bank to check the balance, or you call somewhere and then they will ask you to enter your credit card number or bank card number, so you can have your card number, or let's say you want to use phone card to make international calls, you can save in one memory and the phone number for that card on the other memory, so you can do chain dialing, first dialing the number and then phone card or maybe bank card number. Now to do chain dialing, let's say I'm calling a phone number. First, let's say I'm calling RoboJax, a phone number. So that's the number that I'm calling. Now my phone will ring. So now while you're on the call, your bank will ask for the bank card number, or your calling card will ask for the PIN. Then press this, and your phone number that you're selecting. So from here, go to the let's say this is a number, you've saved it in memory, so just call. Now this number that was in the memory also will be dialed after that, as simple as that. You can set call privacy. This is a very important feature. When you make a call between handsets, the other party in your office or in your home will not be able to hear it. So we can turn it on and off using menu #194. Let's see, menu #194, and here privacy mode. Let's turn it on. And now let's make a phone call. Having a call. Let's answer it. Here it says line in use, and let's try to pick up using speakerphone. It says busy. That's good. So this is because of the privacy mode. If you want to turn the privacy mode off, press menu and then #194, and here we can turn it off. You cannot do it at the middle of conversation, meaning we have to hang up, then now privacy mode is off. The conversation, I'm talking, it says line in use, and if I pick up, it says conferencing and I'm joining. So this has two features. First, we joined, and also it tells everyone else that other persons are listening by putting this conf. Now I'm joining the conversation. I'm talking, it says line in use, and if I pick up, it says conferencing and I'm joining. So this has two features. First, we joined, and also it tells everyone else that other persons are listening by putting this conf. This phone can be used as an intercom, so you can call between the phone, between two offices, two rooms, however you want, you can do that. Now to use intercom, let's say you want to call living room from office. So this is your one phone and handset number 1, which is living room. Press menu, go down until you see intercom and select it. Now you will see all the bases. You can call all of them at once and they will all ring. Let's try all. So this is now ringing, this is ringing, base is also ringing, and if anybody picks up, the ringing will stop. Let's hang up. Once I hang up, everything is done. If you want to call particular device, select menu and go down intercom, select, let's say living room. Living room, it says number 1 at the corner as well, living room, select, only this will ring, and you can talk. So these people are now talking. Now if this person picks up, it cannot hear anything, but this person can also dial. So these two are These two are now independent. During conversation, if you want to just mute it, press mute, and it says mute, and the other person cannot hear you. Unmute, so it says intercom, and then hang up. If one person hang up, the other also shows automatically hang up. When you call a phone as intercom, you can automatically activate it without the person to pick it up. Right now, when you call, the person has to answer. To do that, we use menu #273 for auto intercom. Let's go for number 1, #273, auto intercom on. Auto intercom have been selected for living room. Let's go menu, intercom, and let's call living room. Select calling from kitchen. So automatically connected, and now I can talk. Let's see if this was applied to all or it was just for one device. Let's go intercom again, and this is 5 office. Let's see if this will connect automatically. So it is not connecting automatically. I'm hanging up. So I have to hang up from the calling device. So what it means is that you can turn on and off for a specific device. Let's say you have a child and you want to always be able to just call, and this is on the table, and you just call and he or she can hear you. So that's very good. So you can turn on and off the auto intercom for each device separately. We can disable the key tones via the menu or pressing menu #165. There you can go on the menu. So that's this beep. Every key you press, you can disable it by going to the menu, settings, and then go down until you see key tone, and you can turn it off. Now the key, but the keys are custom to that phone, not for all. Keep that in mind. And if you want to change it using this key tone number 165, let's press menu #165 and then key tone on. With a long beep, it confirms. Now it beeps. You can pair your mobile phone with your telephone, so even if you don't have landline, you can use your mobile device to make a phone call. So this can be paired with your telephone. As you can see, it says cell 1, cell 2. So in that case, you can have 2 mobile phones connected. If one is not available, you can use the other one, but you have to select which one you want, either from your handset or from the base. Now, to pair your mobile device, this should not have any other device paired with it, and you will enable your Bluetooth. Let's say you want to connect your first mobile phone to one of them, whichever you want, 1 or 2. For this example, I'm pressing 1 and hold it for a few seconds, and you see here it says phone pairing. Now leave this. You have 5 minutes to complete this procedure, otherwise this will exit in 5 minutes. If you want to exit at any time, just press exit and it will exit. Let's do it again. So on your mobile phone, go to settings and go to your connecting devices, doesn't matter whatever. And if you have iPhone, the same way, go to Bluetooth, and from here you can search. I'm going to use this device for now. Touch Bluetooth and then add pair new device. Now this will search and you'll see Panasonic DECT. Just I'm touching it, and look here. If it asks for a number, it says pairing code already shown. So just say pair. Now connecting and connected. And you can hear the beep. Once this is completed, you will see that this is now lit and this is off. So cell phone number 1 is ready and we can use. And here my phone says message require access to your messages. You can say yes or no, whatever you want. So I give it permission. Now it shows device is connected and now this phone is ready. Even if I don't have this phone, we can make a phone call. Check telephone line. Here it says, so when I touch that, now I can dial a number and make a phone call. I'm just hanging up. So this also was showing. Now let's make a phone call from the base so you can see it larger, but I'm going to use also mobile, the handset. So I'm dialing a phone number here. It picks up 905-683-4000 and you will see that now this is dialing.
Hello, and thank you for calling the Ajax Public Library.
So I can hang up.
Library continues
I can
to take measures to protect its residents and help prevent the spread of COVID-19.
So I can hang up. And this also hang up. So this way you can make a phone call using your mobile phone. Now I'm connecting my second phone to the second line and let's see how we use it. It says check line because I have not connected it. So for demonstration purpose, now I'm pressing number 2. Phone pairing. Now go on your phone and touch the settings and Bluetooth. It says Panasonic DECT. Just touch. And as you can see, allow contacts. So if I say allow, it will allow it. If I say don't allow, it will block it. Right now, I'm not allowing it because I don't want my contacts to go there. Now, cell phone number 2 have been. Now I can make a phone call from line 2. So every time you want to make a phone call, press 1 or 2. Now I'm going to use a handset so you can see it better. Case to make a phone call, just press cell and here it will tell you which one you want. Say cell phone number 2. You will see the last dialed number here and you will just dial it. My last dialed number, if I press cell, it will immediately dial. As you can see, I'm just hanging up from here. So hang up is the same either from your phone or from your mobile device. Let's see how we can dial. So enter the number 905, for example, 683-4000 and then select cell, whichever cell you want. In this case I want cell number 2 and the number immediately will dial. Let me go to the.
Hello, and thank you for calling the Ajax Public Library. The Ajax Public Library can.
Let's just hang up and it will hang up. If I want to use my phone, you will see what happens now. So let's dial the same number. So now the phone is connected and you don't see any difference here. So you can easily use your phone safely. Now let's make a call here again. Cell phone. So now both of these shows that now
Library continues to.
Now to use your phone, just select this and say phone. Now this phone.
To speak with a staff member.
Now I dialed with this and I continued with my mobile phone. And here is a code for pairing mobile cell number 1 menu #6241. This is now 4 digits, and then for cell 2 it is 2, so one number more. Before it was 1 and now it's 2. And then if you want to unpair cell phone number 1, 6111, and for 2 it is 6112, 4 digits. Now let's see how we can use the directory or phone book on this. So we can have 3000 phone numbers that are common to all handsets. That's huge. And you can transfer it from your mobile phone. To use phone directory, we use this phone book, the book here. Press it and you're in the phone book. And from this menu, you can add new entry, or you can go down, group. We can create group or erase all directory, and then search and come back. So if I press this, add new entry, and let's enter here. To enter any letter, we just press these keys. For the second letter, just press it twice and 3 times, and it will come. For space also we can use the 0, or we can use arrow. Let's write Ajax. That's my city, Ajax, and then go to the right, and then library, LIB. You see I made mistake, clear, L, once, twice, 3 times, LIB, and then R, I made mistake, clear, R, A, R, and then Y, Ajax library, press the select, and after that enter the number 9056834004000. And here on this screen it asks you that you want to select it in which group, either at home, cell 1, or cell 2, group 4, group 5, group 6, group 8. So you can have all these groups to categorize them and find them, but I'm going to put it as home and then save. When you select a phone, a cell phone, it goes to the cell phone. Now to search for now let's see, I want to search for RoboJax. So press this phone book, and from this list you can search name or 0 to 9 or anything that you want. I'm searching for R is 7. I have to press it multiple times until P. If there is no P, it goes to Q. Q doesn't exist, it goes to R. And then there is Rim Ali, and the next one is RoboJax. So you can just go up and down, select it, and then either put it on your ear and then press talk, or press this to just dial. Example, you want to delete RoboJax, search for RoboJax like this, and then press R once, twice, P, and then from P also you can go down, R, RoboJax, and here now we have menu, and here you can edit it if you want, and erase. Sure, erase, yes, please wait, and it was erased. We are on edit, and that's the name. Let's say you want to change O to something else, you can clear that one letter and then type M. Now RoboJax or whatever you call it. So this is now changed, and if I press this, it allows you to change the number if you want to do something, and then press OK. Again, it will give you option to save it in a certain group. Home is the main one which we save, and that is saved. Now if you want to change, let's say this student all lowercase, we press this star, and when I press it, now it will be to lowercase. I can press clear and T U and continue. And if you want to enter any of these special characters, you can use it in here. So if you want to use these special characters like ampersand, apostrophe, open close parenthesis, comma, dash dot forward slash and 1, then we press 1 key. In this case, let's put some star, for example. So I'm pressing it, all those characters including the star, and then open a parenthesis, and I want to print 5 here, and then close it on the other side, and then save. Now the name have been saved with those special characters and with upper and lower case. Now let's create group, one group as friend, another one family. Press this button. So you go to the phone book and then menu, group, go up and down and then select it. And then here select a group, group 4, group 5. Let's say group 4 here. Select, you can rename it. Let's rename it. Group name, friend, I'm entering F R I friends, and then save. So now that was a friends, and for that one we can also, for the group, we can select ringer. So every time friends call, we will hear that tone number 4 which we selected. And let's go for number 5. Select, and the first group name, family. Save, and then go for the ringer. So we selected for the family that number. Now let's enter a new phone to a group. Let's select phone book, menu, add new entry, select it, remaining 2,900, that's huge. Name, for example, John, to another group. RoboJax, and then menu, edit is now on the screen, select, and after that select it as friends. Now save. If we receive a phone call for RoboJax, let me dial. So first it's just regular ring. Let's see if it will change. Now it changed. All of the phones.
Call from RoboJax.
We can transfer our all phone book from your mobile device to the Panasonic phone. Let me show you. To do the phone transfer, we press menu #618. Now for the speed dial, you can store numbers or assign numbers from key 1 to 9. 0 is not included. Remember, if you edit a phone book and the number is assigned to speed dial, it will not update or will not change. To assign a phone number to a speed dial, let's say number 2, press and hold it, and it says speed dial, no entry, and here it says add. And you can add it from phone book or you can add it manual. So this is telling you that this number is independent, because if you add it manually, then where it will be saved? Nowhere except in this speed dial. Let's assign from phone book first. And here we can also search. We can assign RoboJax. So this is RoboJax. Save. RoboJax was not correct, but whatever, we updated it. So now this has been assigned. If I press and hold it for more than a few seconds, the number comes and you can dial and make a phone call. Oh, this is incorrect number.
We're sorry.
So now let's assign some number 1 manually. Press and hold it. It says speed dial number 1, no entry, add. This time select manual, name, and then the number is 111111, something like that, and press save. Now sales have been saved. Here, if I press 1, it comes. You can dial directly by pressing talk, or if I press cell, it will allow me to select the phone. If I select this, now this will dial it for me, which I'm going to hang up. This phone has a talking caller ID. It speaks the caller number, and or it will speak the name of the person if you have subscription from your phone provider. And if that doesn't available, and if the person is in your phone book, also the name will be announced. Here is an example.
Call from RoboX.
Changing it, and I'm putting a dash here.
Call from RoboX.
We can turn on and off talking caller ID by pressing menu #162. Menu #162, and talking caller ID on or off. Just select it and press save. If you want to use your Bluetooth headset, something like this, you can connect it to the device. Here is how you can do it. On our device, press menu and scroll down until you see Bluetooth, and then select it, headset. When you select headset, we have add new device. Now when you press it, it says enter PIN. This is already 000. We just accept it. So then this is my headset. This is a Bluetooth headset. I'm going to turn it on and hold it until it's blue. Now this is blinking. Automatically it found it, and it says, do you want to pair or disconnect? As you can see, we can go up and down and select pair. Of course, this was in pairing mode. In some devices you have to hold this for more than 3 or 4 seconds, and it brings in certain color. So for that, please refer to your own headset. Now it says pair, select, and the pin for this is 000. If doesn't work, okay, complete it. Now this is blue, and I can answer the call, so I can press exit. Let's make a phone call. I'm going to use this to answer so you can see it. When Bluetooth headset is connected, you will see this icon here. It is picking it up.
Call from RoboX.
Let's answer. I just press it, and it says line in use. And if you see the other one, it says line in use. And let me talk here. To hang up, just press this button and it will hang up. And here, if you want to use the code, menu #621 is for pairing. Menu #621, and you will see the pen and all those process which I have just shown you. If you want to unpair a headset, 612, menu #612. This is blue. Let me turn the lights off so you can see it. So you can see that. So menu #612, and it says erase. I'm selecting yes, and pay attention to that light. And now it's blinking because it's now unpaired, and you will see add new device. And here, to connect and disconnect a headset, we use 622. Let me add it again. pen. So now pay attention, this blinking will change again and it will go solid once it is connected. So you see now it's solid. Pairing is completed. Completed, just press this to exit. Let's use 622 to turn it off, even though it is paired, but just disconnect but not unpair. So you can connect and disconnect it next time, or maybe use this for something else. We use menu hash 622, disconnected automatically. And now this is disconnected. If I want to connect it again, you see connect or pair option for this item, and you can go back. But if I say connect it again, this way you can connect and disconnect and press exit. The answering system can hold up to 16 minutes. When somebody calls, it picks up and answers, where you can send number of rings. So 16 minutes is recording time, and number of messages will be 64. And each message can be maximum of 2-3 minutes. And we have a greeting message of 90 seconds. You can record, or you can use a pre-recorded message. And also we have remote access of answering system. We can use answering system directly from here by pressing this play at the middle, and we can listen to it. It says new message.
One new message.
So I just stopped it because this was echoing. You can access the messaging system by pressing the menu, go down until you see answering system and select it. On this menu it shows number of messages, and it says play new message. If you have any, you will select and play it. And this arrow shows that we can select more option, play all messages, even if they are new or old, you can play. And then erase all messages. Let's select, I'm erasing them.
No message.
So it says no message, and if you go down, it says greeting. Let's go back to something else, new message alert. And here, ring count, how many rings it should answer. So select it, 4 ring, 5 ring, 6 ring, 7 rings, and then tool saver. Tool saver will, at 2 ring it answers, but it doesn't give the greeting or anything, because sometimes if you're calling from overseas, so you don't want to spend a lot of money listening to the greeting. So we can select that. Let's say select 2. And that is ring count. And then recording time, we can select it, 3 minutes, 1 minute. So we can have only these 2 options. Let's select it at 1. And remote code. Remote code is a code that you call from outside from home and listen to the message. Default is 111. If I select it, you see 111, but you can enter any other number. Let's say 222, and then save. Now it's 222. And screen call. Screen call is an option. When somebody calls, you can, while they are leaving message here, you can listen to the talk of the person, and if you want, you can join the conversation and answer it. Otherwise, you can listen while the person is leaving a message. So you can say on and then off. Also, when you set it to on, you will be able to hear when they record here. I'm going to show you. So this is on, I'm not going to change it, and that was the whole option. First, when you have a message, you will see new message. Let's select this menu and answering, select. It says 1 new, play, just
New
select.
message playback. 1 new message.
Hi, this is the second message I'm testing. Thank you.
So you can pause, stop.
Tuesday, 3:51 p.m. End of final message.
Here you can play new messages, play all messages, or erase all messages. Let's erase them all. Yes.
No message.
If you want to turn on messaging system from the menu, you can press menu #327, and to turn it off, 328, #328. Let's do that. #328, menu #328.
Answer off.
Answer off. And if you want to do on, menu #327.
Answer on.
And if you want to set the recording time using the code, menu #305. Let's set it, menu #305, and we are directly at this screen. We can set 1 or 3, whichever you prefer, and save. Now let's set the message indicator. Press menu, go to answering device, and if you want to select your greeting, select it, and then record greeting, check greeting, pre-recorded, and back. Let's check greeting.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
So that was the pre-recorded. Let's record the greeting. Yes.
Record greeting after the beep.
Thank you for calling RoboJax. You know what to do.
Thank you for calling RoboJax. You know what to do.
So we can go with this, or we can check it.
Thank you for calling RoboJax. You know what to do.
Let's go back after the greeting. New message alert. Let's turn this on. So new message alert can be as an outgoing call, which means it will call some number, or the base unit base beep. So if I select this and turn it on, then every time we have a message, this base will beep. Let's go again to answering system. New message alert. Let's say outgoing. If I selected outgoing, it says what? Outgoing call on off, or notification. Outgoing call. Now we have to give a number so this can notify if there is a new message. Call and leave a message, and the notification should be sent here. Hey, this is just a test. So there was an echo. Now let's see if it informs. Now this is dialing. It says line in use. You see? Yes, now it's dialing. Line in use. It is calling my phone to inform. So you see, I received a call here. We have now indicator here. The blink shows that there is a message and new message, and if the message indicator is on, it will also beep in every minute. And that was the beep of reminder that there is a message. To change the voice prompt language in messaging system, press menu #112, so you can select it English or French. Menu #112, and that's a voice prompt for answering system where you can select English or French. If I selected French, and then let's go to messaging system, answering system. Let's go to greeting. Check greeting.
Bonjour. Nous sommes dans l'impossibilité de vous répondre pour le moment. Pour laisser un message, parlez après la tonalité. Nous vous rappellerons dès que possible.
So you saw that we have changed the language. Now let's learn about call block. This phone can block calls for you, and also you can add numbers to the block list because it doesn't do it automatically. So you can add numbers into the block list in 3 ways. One is when the phone rings, you can see and press the call block. The second one is when the answering system is answering calls and it is being recorded, so you can add it. The third way is while you answer and while you're talking on the call, you can add it. If the call has no number, then it will not be added to the list because there is nothing to add. You can add 250 numbers in your block list, and also you can add block range of numbers. For example, if 5 numbers, 4 numbers, 2 to 8 numbers matches, it will block it. And also you can block unknown caller ID, which means if the caller is unknown, you can block it. And you can also set, for the caller ID to work, you need caller ID or CID subscription from your phone provider, because by default you will not receive the caller ID on the screen. So either it must be part of the package or you call and add this feature. Now let's activate the first one. I'm calling now. So in this case, I'm pressing this call.
Call from Bravo Jax.
If I say yes, that's it. The call is registered to call block and all the phones will stop ringing. Now let's see how we set it. Press on call block when there is nothing. You can say block single number. Select it and you will see 2 items. Here is the list that you can go up and down and see it. For example, this is a single list and this is a number, and I have another number as well. Now to erase it from the list, just press erase and yes. Now let's see how we can add a number without, if the person even calls. Press this call block and then we can add single number. Select. There is 0 stored at the moment. Menu, add, and here you can see erase all and return. Let's say add, and here single number, and let's say this is just a number. Save, and that is saved. Exit. If you want to go and edit it or change it, press call block. Go on the single number which is selected. If not, select it. Select, and then from the list go up and down. You will see it. Edit or erase it. The other option is call block again, and then go next one. It says block range of numbers. Select, and it has a range. So let's add in the range. Select. In this case, we can add up to 8 digits. If these digits matches the number, it will just block the call. The phone number has 2896. So I'm just entering these 4 digits and then save. Now let me call. Incoming call, and caller blocked because of that 4 digit that we put. Now to change it, press on call block, select range, and then go with the list and edit or erase it. Yes. Now the third way is for caller ID block. Call block, and then here block unknown caller ID. Caller ID, you say block or unblock. As soon as you select block, any call without a caller ID will be blocked. I don't want that because some phones might not be like that. You add a call. Here are the options, the other options. Call block. Let's see. There is an option that says 1 ring for blocked call, which means caller ID, without caller ID or anything, you can select here and you say ring once, it will ring once. Otherwise, if you say no, then it will be blocked. It will not ring at all. So now I'm calling. No ringing at all and call blocked. That's very nice. Now to disable and enable ring once, hash menu 173. Let's disable it. Menu hash 173 and ring once. We say yes, ring once, and it will ring. The blocked call will ring. And if you want to add number using this shortcut, menu hash 217. Let's see. While on your menu hash 217, automatically it goes to single number, and then here menu and then add, and here you can say 333 333 33 and then save. So the number was added. We also have alarm, which we can set the alarm for once, daily, weekly, and also we can display text. To activate alarm, menu hash 720 is the code, menu hash 720, and we can see we have alarm 1, alarm 2, alarm 3. So we have three alarms. Alarm 1 is off. Let's turn it on. And here we have off option, daily, weekly, and we can set it at once, or once is easy. Let's put it daily, and that's the time you can enter by punching the number 12:30 p.m. AM, PM. Just press the star, AM, and then select it. Put a memo, for example, cat. Cat food. Okay. And what type of snooze or not? If we put it snooze, then you can snooze it, otherwise you can set it not to snooze. So select. Now alarm 1 will trigger. Now it shows here alarm. Now to turn off the alarm, press menu hash 720. We go to the alarm, select it, and go off and save. You can use the phone as baby monitor, and you can put a handset in the room where the baby is, and you can turn it on. And when you turn this feature on, you will continuously listen to the baby, and also we can set the sensitivity. Here to turn the baby monitor on or off, menu hash 268, menu hash 268, and you can see baby monitor. If you set this as baby monitor, you can turn it on. And here baby monitor, what should it do if it hears the baby is crying? So outgoing call, so it can call an external number, which is amazing, or call the base, or you can point to a specific handset, let's say living room. You can set it to living room on the charger for monitoring. So that's the condition. To turn it on, we just put it on the charger. It says baby monitor in the living room. And we can set the baby monitor sensitivity. So if you want to, right now it is monitoring. So it needs continuously to be on the base, and we can set the sensitivity with hash menu hash 269. When I pick up, it got disconnected. Still it says monitoring. So let's hang up. So I hang up. Now let's go hash menu hash. Oh, it says baby monitoring on and off, and sensitivity automatically it came on the screen. So here, let's see what else we have on, off, sensitivity, and here select and how sensitive. For example, here it says living room, monitor with living room, or we can set outgoing call. So if I press this, edit, no entry for baby monitor, you can enter a phone number so the person can be informed. Let's say add from Phonebook. Let's search for RoboJax, for example. So I selected Rem Ali. This is just a fake number. Select save. So place on the charger. And if baby cries, then this time it will call Rem Ali. Not any of these phones, but it will call outside. So outgoing call. Now let's see how we can use a voicemail. So we can set a voicemail number, and also it will indicate that you have a voicemail. So we will store a voicemail number that is provided by your phone provider. Here on the phone it says you have voice message via phone company. So that's a service that I pay extra money, or it's part of my plan, and it's not on the base or on the device, it's on the server on the cloud. You can listen to it or you can set it, but first we have to set your voicemail. You can go to the menu, voicemail access, select, and it says ask phone for the voicemail access number, which means we have to have it. In my case I have it, it's *98. So voicemail access number, so we can select it, and I'm gonna enter this star and then 98. That is my number, and I can say if I want to add pause, I can add this up. It adds a pause, but let's forget about it first. Save, and I have my voice access number. You can do the voice access number directly by this code, menu #331. Come to this by pressing #331, so you know menu #331. It will take you directly to this screen that you can set the number. Let's exit. So now we can go to the menu, voicemail access, select it, dial.
Please enter your PIN followed by the pound key. You have one new message. Press 1 to listen to your new messages. Press 2 to listen to your saved messages. Press 3 for advanced options.
So this way you can access your voicemail and whatever option they give you. And you will have the tone detection indicator. So you see this voice message here, that's because of the tone. If I pick up the speaker, you will see some beep, 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 beep first, and then continuous tone. You heard that 3 beeps? That 3 beep was from my service provider, and this phone detects it. And when it detects it, this text is displayed. We can disable it if you want not to see this, and disable it. The voicemail detection is 332 and #332, and here voicemail detection off. You can set it off. Save. So I make the thing show that it doesn't show that I have. So let's activate it back. Star #332 on. Right now it doesn't show because I have to keep it. Now it got the tone, and in a few minutes it will display it on the screen as voice message because I just turned it on. You can select here and change it. You can put your pen, because remember after dialing it says please enter your PIN, so we can have some pause. So automatically dial this number and dial the PIN. I'm going to enter my PIN here and we will dial it together. So let's see. So first let's add some pause. This pause we can press up arrow key. So let's add pause, 1 pause, let's say 2 pause, whatever. After dialing it will take, we can put more, see whichever works. And then after that put your PIN number. I'm going to enter my PIN. So here I've entered my PIN number here with 2 pause, and let's save it. Let's dial it, go to menu, voicemail access. I'm selecting it.
Please enter your PIN, followed by the pound key.
It dialed it.
You have 1 new message. Press 1. To listen to your new messages, press 2.
And this way you can listen to your voice message with the password all together. That's a nice feature. Let me show you how to register and deregister handsets. First, I'm deregistering. To do that, we deregister handset using menu hash 131. And pay attention, this is handset number 1, and I'm deregistering it. Menu hash 131. And it says select the handset. This one, so which means I can deregister other handsets from any handset. So let's select. You see which one I want. So living room, and let's select it. Erase. Yes. So now this is deregistered. Now it says to register it, put it on the base for 5 seconds and press OK. So this is the base. I'm putting it such that you could see it. So I'm putting it here. Charging. It doesn't say anything. Where is the OK? I tried to register this by placing it in here on the base, and it says no power. Now I'm going to use this menu hash 130. Now on the base, I will press the locator for more than 5 seconds. It says registering handset, as you can see. Now I pressed OK. So it says registered. Handset number 1 registered. Let's change the handset name by pressing menu hash 104. I'm pressing menu hash 104, and here let's name it living room. And saved. After I deregister and register a handset, as you can see, it seems the time have been reset on the phone. So let's set the time. We can set the time using menu hash 101. Use menu hash 101. As you can see, the time, the year has been set to 2015. It is 6, and the day is 24, and the year is 21. Okay, the time is 0110, and then for PM AM again, let's press this PM and then save. Now as you can see, the time immediately appeared on this. So this is how you can solve the blank screen. Now let me show you how we can install it on the wall. You just need to put 1 screw. In this case, this is wood, it's very soft. but I just need to have a screw here installed, and once you put the screw will go like that. So this will go like this, and it will be held because it's balanced. So I've just left a little tip of it, so let me equivalent to the thickness of this plastic, leave it, do not tighten it up to the end. Now if I put this here, you will see that this stays there. And now we will put this back like that and push it so it snaps. Now this is going up, and this is the hole that I'm going to put on the, it is now secure, and we can leave the phone to be charged.
Call from RoboJax. Call from RoboJax.
Hello, calls to
RoboJax.
are being screened by Smart Call Blocker. Please say your name after the tone, then press pound. Hello, calls to
RoboJax.
are being screened by Smart Call Blocker. If you're a family member, friend, or invited caller, please press pound to be connected. If you're a solicitor, please hang up now. Hello, calls to this number are being screened by Smart Call Blocker. Please say your name after the tone, then press pound.
Hey, this is RoboJax.
Please wait a moment while your call is connected. Call from
Hey, this is RoboJax.
So let's answer it.
To answer the call, press 1. To answer and always allow this number, press 2. To block this number, press 3. To send this call to the answering system, press 4. To repeat these options, press star.
In this video we're going to have a look at this AT&T 4 handset answering machine cordless phone system.